featured or like come to Dubai. Like wouldn't they want some credit? Like why would they be
Mhm.
funding this and then they're not getting any? And I was like, well, that's true.
It's like when the Kardashians, when they used to go to, Dubai and they went to Thailand and, they stayed in every hotel. It's like, okay, well, this is obviously being featured because we show the hotel 300 times and you went to this place and that place. Yeah, I mean, I don't see that on Dubai. I don't know. I don't know. I think that if your theory is not right, it has to be expensive to film in Dubai. I mean, it's not a culture that, like, I had Lisa Milan on, and she's like, "You'll never see us going low on social media because it's against the law. Like, you could be like, I mean, really low. Like, it's just they just have different. I don't think it's easy to film in Dubai. I've been
Mm,
to Dubai, not my favorite place in the world. I've been to Abu Dhabi. That no place I would
better.
live,
Oh,
huh? There's someone in my Hamptons development where I live that they live here now in the Hamptons, but they used to live in Dubai. Like her husband's in finance and they travel, and now he's in Switzerland. They split their time. But like, I was like, how'd you like living in Dubai? She's like, same thing that you would think. She's like, we were like filthy rich in Dubai. I mean, they're rich in the Hamptons too, but they were, and she's like, we fucking hated it. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't see anything great about it. It's like 199 million degrees every day. Oh, it's not my favorite place. I don't know. This is not about me. I'm losing sight of where I am in the
well, we
world.
just wanted to quickly touch on that. Ratings for RHOP were down. Like you
Down, down,
mentioned, the season 9, episode 1, 520,000 viewers. That is down from the 700, I believe they had last season when they premiered season 8.
It's just a difference. That's a big difference. 200,000 people just said, I'm just not interested anymore.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. But scripted, I think, is having a moment. What did you
Uh,
make though of the first couple seasons of RHOP?
well, it's funny. I was going to ask you that before I cloud the waters with my opinion, because I gave my opinion on New
Oh,
York,
New York was
and
horrendous.
it's
I couldn't
not.
even watch the next 2 episodes.
Well,
I
let me tell
tried.
you,
Okay.
look, it's not better. I feel it's back to the same thing. These people just don't know each other. They never knew each other. There's no chemistry at all. I feel no chemistry. I think the most exciting two things are Raquel Chevamon, the new girl, her
Mhm.
wife, her wife, not
Yeah.
her, not her. The wife is actually interesting. She has the dog gets Reiki and acupuncture and a psychiatrist and real LA shit, even though they're living in New York. That's kind of interesting. And we're getting into it. We've broken the fourth wall on RHONY, and we are second episode of filming, page 6, top letters. Rebecca Minkoff, Task, Scientology, Fab, Perez, Nationwide, Rebecca Minkoff. They're talking about it. They're breaking the fourth wall. And they're asking her, well, what do we say if someone asks about Scientology? She's like, you say no comment? And the girls got a lot of comments and a lot of questions. So I do find that interesting. You're not going to lean into it. So we're going to be over it. But yeah, no, it ain't good news for New York. Potomac, let's hear your thoughts because I got something to
Okay.
say.
I loved it. I loved it. I actually
Yes.
thought it was pretty good. The
Yes.
Grand Dame. Who knew
Ah,
the Grand Dame had been arrested twice for DUI? Honey, she ought to be right in rehab with Kim Plath from Welcome to
mhm.
Plathville. And unfortunately, we'll talk about him, Mary Cosby's son, who I'm praying for because it's her only child. I really want him to get sober. Like she seems like she adores him, and I'm worried. But honey, they all need to get into the same rehab. And the Grand Dame doesn't seem to think she has a problem. I agree with Jizzy Jizz. That first
Mhm.
scene where they're at
Mm,
the tally ho or
mm.
whatever, and the guy comes over and says, "Oh, Karen doesn't even drink here." Now, I mean, that was the most set up, staged ass thing you've ever seen in your life. She's trying to go around all of the pee, trying to get people to convince everybody that she is like sober. And it's like, bitch, you got 2 DUI. Two? You know how expensive a DUI is?
Oh,
Like
how
it's like crazy. And also your own. And by the way, I mean, we have raked Shannon Beador through the coals for getting a DUI and continuing to drink. So is the Grand Dame. Like we ought to be raking Karen Huger through the coals. Now, the difference between Karen and Shannon is I think Karen is going to get dragged through the mud this entire season because to me it seems like the only storyline they have is Karen Huger being an alcoholic. Her marriage to Ray continues to be in a mess, and like that Karen needs help. I think that's where we're leaning, right?
Yeah, listen, I loved it. I loved it.
Me too.
I
I did too.
welcome to the P.
Me
Just
too.
like so far, with like 2 episodes in, this is the best season. I mean, I in years. Like I was sleeping on the P. The P was good, but I fell asleep last couple of last seasons. I think it's great so far. Look, once again on the OC, we have Shannon and Alexis. I mean, here, this is like Luann falling in those bushes and saying, don't let it be about Tom. Teresa, I mean, we have a real situation here. Yes, we're leaning into it and we're making it all about Karen, but I mean, I love the fucking Grand Dame. I fucking love the Grand Dame. And I love when Gizelle calls her the Grand Dame on air. Yeah, that first scene. And look, it is staged, it is set up. There is a, hey, Gizelle, guess what? We have, no, Giselle probably fucking went into the bedroom and fucking passed out and cried when she got this call. Hey, Giselle, we know you got no storyline and you don't want to talk about anything in your life. We got something for you. We got something for you. We don't want to see fucking Mia come to Karen's defense. We don't want to see this one. We want to see you. Day one OG. We want Gizelle Bryant to rise up and be the force that is there for the Grand Dame. And Giselle is like, thank you, but Jesus, I got a storyline. Let me call Pastor Bryant. Woo, the girls are out of the house and I got a storyline. But I love it. I love it. I love seeing Gizelle. She's like the Tom Sandoval of Potomac. She is there for her friend in the moment of need because he's there for Jax. We're going to talk about that. But she's there for the Grand Dame. I thought it was such a great episode. And now we're having a hatitude party. Darling, I want to have a hatitude party with you. I am all in on the RHOSLC and the RHOP. There is some happiness here in my life with housewives. I didn't know if it was possible anymore. I think it's good
It's
so far.
good.
Now, let's
You
not,
know,
we know what happens as the season goes on, but I'm really enjoying this so far. I'm
can
in.
I also I just want to give a shout out to Stacey Rusch, the newbie, the
Oh,
one
she's
that
there, girl.
worked for QVC and then is back and tells the women, okay, I've been separated from my husband for a year, who, by the way, I think ran the Audi dealership, or maybe he was even higher up than that, more corporate with Audi out in Dulles, Virginia, which is sort of like the tech area of the DC world. And I gotta tell her, I gotta DM her because I think she is made for this role. Like I am loving it. There just seems something classy but trashy about her. She's gonna bring the the drama. She's beautiful, and you all know I famously worked with her for a brief period of time at Fox 5 DC. And when one door closes, another opens. She is a testament to it. I love her in the mix. I love her in the mix. I
I agree.
Very interesting. Candy Gal. We love our Candy Gal. We love our Robin, our Batman and Robin. But I think the other two women, I sadly cannot remember their names, but I'm loving Rush.
Well, we have two
And
new
I'll get to
friends
know them.
of.
I'll get to know them.
Well, we have
Mia
two new
or Rose.
friends of, right? Like Jazzy and what, but and Jacqueline. Yeah, I think it's Jazzy and Jacqueline. Jazzy is fucking gorgeous as hell. By the way, we
Loving it.
have we have
Loving it.
another full-time housewife. We have another full-time housewife. Her name is Kiara Stewart. Where is she? She wasn't in. I mean, when is she coming? I
She on
mean,
Potomac?
yeah.
I don't remember her.
Well, she's
Um,
coming. It's
Anyway,
really
I love
good.
it. I love that Darby calls out the Grand Dame nonstop about alcohol and
She's
the
like,
Grand
here's the gift. Here's the gift. We'll give